The Oklahoma City Thunder just absolutely demoralized this Denver Nuggets team after taking an 0-1 fall to them at home. They came back and just tore them up. From the very start to the very end, there was no chance. I mean, by the end of the third quarter, it was 124-76, okay? And in this video, what I wanted to do is kind of break down exactly how they did it by looking at this first quarter and looking at that 45-21 run, right? Now, the first thing that you notice is they did in this game a lot of spraying. Now, what does that mean? Essentially, when you get someone at the top of the key, we're going to drive, we're going to create leverage onto the defense, we're going to draw two defenders, right? So this right here, driving, drawing two defenders, maybe even three if you want to count it, right? Now you spray out to the three-point line. Now the defense is in what we call a blender. They're in non-stop rotation for the rest of this possession, right? So boom, we drive, now pump fake, drive by him. Again, we're driving, we're spraying back out, and then same thing. Hartenstein, he gets the ball, drives in, he's going to create more of a rotation from this defense, and he's going to spray back out to the three-point line to Lou Dort. And then ultimately we get great separation, wide open, low contest three, and he drains it to start this game here for the OKC Thunder. Now get ready. This is going to be a very fun breakdown of the first quarter. Now if you guys want a part two, all you got to do is comment down below P2 and hit that like button, and we'll break down maybe the entirety of this game. With that being said, let's just dive in. All right, here we go. Another big time play. The two-man game between Chet and SGA. All we're doing is coming off this thing quick, seeing if we can, force a little bit of a switch here. And now you can get a short roll, you can get a pocket pass. So as this screen is set, boom, you're going to see this pocket open up here between Christian Braun and the defender. Now all we want to do is roll into that space. This is what you call the short roll, pocket pass, maybe bounce. You can over the head it as well, whatever you really want to do. But we're going to over the head, create that double team. Now once again, because once you create that initial double team, they're in a blender. So as we're coming down, you're forcing the defense to bite up. And now everyone's ball watching. We have that wide open backdoor lob to the basket if we want it. And that's what Chet does. Throws up the lob. Easy money for Isaiah Hartenstein. The ball movement tonight was absolutely unbelievable. When you look at it from, really breaking down the film aspect, they were just flawless from the very, very beginning. Now, one guy that I think deserves a ton of credit for this basketball team is Isaiah Hartenstein. The dude just does it all for them, and whenever you put him at that high right or left elbow, he is such a good playmaker. He's such a good DHO guy, dribble handoff if you don't know what that means. But on this play, we're going to see just a bunch of off-ball movement, okay? Now, what you're going to see is the defense is going to, you see it, for a split second, you see Jamal Murray fall asleep defensively, okay, and I'll show you it. You see how he's looking at the ball, turning, okay, finding his player, looking at the ball, side-eyeing. Once Jalen Williams sees that side eye start to happen, boom, we're going to accelerate top speed as a slot cut. Now again, Hartenstein is such a good passer out of this top elbow that boom, finds a beautiful bounce for a wide open dunk, and because he has that ball, the center is not really going to back up into that paint fully because they know if he gets a little bit of separation, he'll give you that little push floater, and that thing's kind of deadly. But unbelievable pass. They set up this fake DHO to Shea, which kind of rotates Jokic over in this direction. Beautiful timing, beautiful execution. Man, I'm telling you, I love the way this team plays. They did lose game one, but they needed this one. They got it. And once again, very next possession, we set this high screen. Usually they'll send the big over just so he doesn't get a full head of steam downhill. This guy will either fight over or go under. And at that point, we're just reading and reacting to what the defense does. So he fights over. Once again, we're going to find a pocket within that defense. We're going to find our big man. And again, this is where he makes a lot of his money. And that little right, left elbow free throw line, because that push floater is so dangerous, gets it to fall. And once again, all we're doing is working out of the high pick and roll. We're forcing you to double team Shea, and if you're not going to double team Shea, then we have a clear mismatch right away. So either way, they love their matchups in this series. Yes, they did lose game one by blowing the lead, but essentially they're extremely excited about what they showed in this game and their potential going into the next one. Another big time play here from the offense, and I'll show you guys in a second. Before we dive into it, like I said before, hit that like button because I only am going to be breaking down kind of this first quarter. But if you want that part two, all you got to do is let me know in the comments. But most importantly, guys, subscribe. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, and we got you guys covered throughout the entirety of this playoff run, the offseason, next season, film analysis. Let's do it. So make sure you guys join the family. Okay, so right here, all we're doing once again is setting this side screen. We're having him attack downhill, and we're reading and reacting to the defense. Now, the one thing I love about this team specifically is when you look at the guys they play, every single one of them, besides Isaiah Hartenstein, can shoot the 3-ball. So when you take him out of the game and add Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, right? He adds versatility because he can shoot the 3-ball. He made 1 of 2 in tonight, 1 for 2, and that all that versatility that he adds makes them such a better offense when he's on the floor. Reason being is because, again, as we come off this thing, this big or this defender is on the wrong side, okay? So usually they'll come up, set a screen this way, and boom, he'll be there. But since the other Lu Dort came, act like he was going this way, but actually set it this way, now you need top side rotation from the defense. So as we attack that thing, you suffocate this guy inwards, and then boom, you spray out to that 3-point line. Because that's how smart this team is. Boom, drive, kick, wide open 3, no closeout at all, and he drains it. Again, you look at the execution from this team tonight. They were smarter. They were more talented. They were, again, more dynamic offensively. They were relentless on the boards. They were tenacious defensively. I mean, everywhere you look, this team was just better. All right, another big-time play here. We're going to fake a screen. They point switch him over here. So now he's there. He's here. We're setting this screen. We're coming off this thing once again. We're forcing Jokic to pick up. They're probably going to send this guy over the screen to kind of double-team SGA because that's the attention he deserves. Boom. Now, again, they're in that blender. But we don't want to make this pass too early. We want these guys as far away from that right elbow or that right key, right? Because now what you do here is apply all the pressure onto Christian Braun. You got to cover point A and you got to cover point B. A lot of pressure here. So SGA gets him locked in, gets him to overcommit. We find Lu Dort. We're going to fake pass it, which ultimately gets him back in this direction and gives us a standalone 3. Again, SGA is such a good player. He is able to manipulate the defense pretty much however he wants to. However he wants to. If he wants you to double team, he's going to make you double team. And when you double team, they're going to find open shots just like this. All right, once again, this is the last player breakdown for this fourth quarter, already 40-19. We're going to come up. We're going to act like we're going to set this screen. Not only does it freeze this defender for just a second, but what it tells him not to do is switch at all. So he's just going to over pursue, and this guy thinks the screen's coming, so he prematurely gets onto that screen to prevent him from going off it, and we're just going to roll Isaiah Joe to that 3-point line. Now nobody's there. They prematurely rotate. Now you have a wide open 3, and you could kick it over to Kason Wallace if you really wanted to, but Isaiah Joe throws that thing up, gets it to go, and at this point, the game was over. They end up going on a 42-35 run in the second, a 37-20 run in the third, and then ultimately just ended this game by that third quarter. The bench could play a little bit, and it was fun to see. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.